If a foreign army tried to invade the United States, they wouldn't just face soldiers. They would face two vast oceans, massive mountain ranges, endless deserts, dense forests, and the most advanced military infrastructure on Earth. For more than 2 centuries, no foreign power has successfully invaded and occupied the American mainland. And that is not luck, it's geography. Look at a map of the world. The United States is protected by 2 enormous natural barriers, the Atlantic Ocean to the east and the Pacific Ocean to the west. These are not small stretches of water, they are thousands of miles wide. To launch a full-scale invasion, an enemy would need to transport hundreds of thousands of troops, vehicles, fuel, and supplies across open ocean, while being detected long before arrival. Unlike Europe or Asia, America is separated from rival superpowers by entire oceans. And oceans are the greatest defensive walls ever created by nature. Even if an enemy somehow crossed those waters, the challenge would only begin at the shoreline. The United States has over 12,000 miles of coastline, but coastal landings are among the most complex military operations in history. They require total naval superiority, air dominance, and flawless logistics. One failed landing can collapse an entire invasion. History has proven that, and the United States has spent decades preparing for such scenarios. Now imagine an invading force manages to land. They would still have to move inland. To the east stand the Appalachian Mountains. To the west, the towering Rocky Mountains. Between them lies vast terrain, forests, plains, deserts, rivers, extreme weather zones. Supply lines would stretch thinner and thinner the deeper an army advanced. And history shows armies do not fall because they lack courage. They fall because they lack supplies. America's size alone is a defensive weapon. Look north and south. Canada, Mexico. Neither presents a military threat. The United States is surrounded by stable or allied nations. There are no hostile superpowers stationed along its borders. No land corridor for tanks to simply roll across. That geographic isolation is rare among global powers. But geography is only part of the story. The United States Navy is the most powerful naval force in modern history. With multiple aircraft carrier strike groups deployed around the world, America can project power thousands of miles from its shores. Any invasion fleet would likely be intercepted long before reaching the coastline. In modern warfare, whoever controls the sea controls the battlefield, and the United States controls the sea. Then comes air power. The U.S. Air Force operates advanced stealth bombers, fighter jets, surveillance aircraft, and global satellite systems. To invade successfully, an enemy must gain air superiority. But gaining control of American airspace would be one of the most difficult military operations ever attempted. The skies are constantly monitored. The response time would be immediate. In World War II, the United States became known as the arsenal of democracy. Its factories produced ships, tanks, aircraft at unmatched speed. Today, America still maintains one of the largest defense industries in the world. Even after an attack, its economy could rapidly shift into wartime production. Few nations possess that depth of resources. There is another factor rarely discussed. The United States has one of the largest armed civilian populations in the world. An occupying force would not only face the military, but potentially millions of armed citizens. Occupation would become extremely costly and dangerously unstable. History has shown insurgencies can exhaust even the strongest armies. So why can the United States not be invaded? Because invasion is not just about strength, it is about distance, logistics, geography, alliances, infrastructure, two oceans, massive terrain, naval supremacy, air dominance. For now, the American mainland remains one of the most geographically secure territories on Earth. And that security was written into the map long before it was written into history.